Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good night to whoever's watching this. This is the Khalil Dakota's Snatch and Snatch Variation instructional video. In this video, we're going to teach you how to properly execute a snatch and a variation of that snatch. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the snatch from the floor, and we're going to add a pause in there for you. So right here we have my starting position from lateral view. I bring the bar up slowly and pause at the hip to get a feel of where the bar should take off. Now, notice how straight my back is without arching it. From this position, I lift the bar straight up from the floor, ensuring my knees are not in its path. When the bar reaches mid to high thigh level, I use my hips to thrust the bar up and out towards my upper body. And from this position, I carefully recover and bring the bar down. Now let's see that again, but this time with a front view. As you can see, while I'm approaching the bar, I get a feel for the ideal foot stance, which is about shoulder width apart. My hands, on the other hand, are much wider. Your hand positioning will vary with your height, and should ultimately be whatever's comfortable. During this time, you should ensure that your shoulders are engaged and are parallel to the bar. Now, let's try that again without having to check at the hips. Again, let's get our mental checks done. Foot stance, hand placement, engage the shoulders, and also make sure the shins are touching the bar and the knees are over it. And there we have it. And recover. Now let's quickly go over the 3 sequences in our S trajectory. Position 1, we have starting from the floor, ready to go straight up. Position 2, slightly after the hips move the bar up and out. And then position 3, the high pull right before the body is dropped under the bar and ready to receive it. Now let's see that again in slow motion. So, we have the lift off, straight up, off the hips, up, get under the bar, lock the elbows, squat. Now let's see a front view of the full snatch from the floor. Now notice how quickly I try to get under the bar. Right there. Did you see it? Now, let's move on to the variation of the snatch. In this snatch variation, we're going to go ahead and start off with the bar above the knees. And execute the snatch just as it was from the floor. Now it's time for the snatch variation with the front view. From this angle, we can see how feet positioning and hand placement vary from person to person. Since Dakota is a little bit taller than me, his hand placement is going to be slightly wider than mine. And that is all we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a Khalil original production. Thank you for watching.